I sat in a workshop a while ago. It was a really excellent workshop, really. I found myself following the flow of the workshop, which was about re-engaging the body. There was a great irony. The more I followed the direction of the workshop and brought my body into the scheme of things, the more my body made itself known to me and the less engaged I was in the workshop. As I tried to take part in a writing activity, all that would come out of my pen was my body whispering its discomforts to me. My lips were dry. I found myself writing in a piece about the language of dying. I must put on some lipstick. Writing about a summer blue sky and the words, "The waistband of my leggings is pushing too tightly on my belly," appeared on the page. Earlier in the day, in another activity, I had been asked to pretend to be a woman turned to stone. It was unbearable. My body, usually banished, quiet, was quietly making itself known. Messages were coming through the first time. The chair was hard. I felt stiff, too still. Sitting still there on a hard chair in a circle in the workshop room. I ate. I wanted to move. I wanted more than anything in the world to dance. Outside, in the sun, dance music began to play. It led me to thinking about what I asked my body to do every time I went to an academic workshop or conference. I've got my pages out of line. If you were to dare to engage with your body now, here in this room, what would it tell you? I haven't been to an academic conference in person for 6 years. I had thought it was because I was weary of the content, the words, the language, the debate, the sense of not really belonging. But no. All in a rush, sitting still there with the music playing outside, I realized that my conference phobia was all about having to sit still, not move, pay attention, subdue my body so it wasn't even present to me. Here I am attending a conference to share with you why I don't attend conferences. What if I were to dare to engage with my body now, here in this room? What would it tell me? What if I was to bring my body into the room? I cannot imagine it. At the thought of presenting here today, my body froze in anticipation. My friend Debbie said to me, "I always think of you dancing, not as an academic." My friend Debbie asked me, "How can you bring your dancing, living, sensuous body into your academic world?" How can I? How do you? Can you share with me something of how you do that? Do you do it? Can you share with me something of how it is for you? It strikes me that we have started to attempt to dismantle the structures and strictures that squeeze us too tightly in our academic writing, to loosen the straitjacket. But have we started to discuss the structures and strictures that keep our bodies subdued, out of the way, unengaged in conferences, as participants, as presenters? Foucault tells us about docile bodies and learning in classrooms, having that discipline of the body instilled into one, subjugation, self-surveillance, governmentality. The first months for some years of school are about learning to sit still. Simply that. As an ex-teacher, I have watched it over and over and over again. Watched through the years the other ways the young body is disciplined and made to sit still and behave. To learn the bodily discipline of when to stand and when to sit, how to sit, where to look, where not to look, to show the teacher that you are paying attention and you are respectful. On into adulthood. My friend Debbie asked me, how can you bring your dancing, living, sensuous body into your academic world? Do I want to? Bell Hooks encourages all in the academy to end the body-mind split, our inheritance from Western philosophy. She describes university classrooms as places where the body has had to be erased, to go unnoticed. She asks us all to stop entering learning spaces as if only the mind is present. But I find later in the same paper, quoting from the work of Jane Gallup, Hooks puts forward that men can start to think through the body and be seen as serious. Women have to prove they are thinkers, and that this is easier when they are disembodied. Perhaps the separation of the body from the mind is still a sanctuary for white, middle-class academic women like me. It's still the only way of claiming a place in the academy. It's a strategy that's only allowed white women. Black and women of color and disabled women are never able to leave their bodies at the door to go unnoticed. Women's bodies have always been put under the spotlight, appraised, assessed. We fought so hard in the 80s and 90s not to be reduced to our bodies, our biology. My greatest wish in academia is to be recognized as having a mind. What am I doing letting my body even whisper to me about its desires, its rumblings, its sensations and needs? We will be undone. I will be undone. And now, my friend Debbie asked, what is the reconciliation dance between the academic you and the physical, sensuous dancing you? Do I dare to dance that dance? Do I risk it? If you were to dare to engage with your body now, here in this room, what would it tell you? How would it move? Thank you.